All right, real quick, here's the setup that I have going on here. So I've got my locking carabiner rated for 780 kilograms. I've got my 2mm rope that will be my pull cord when I rappel down. I've got my Petzl gri-gri, a locking carabiner running to my bridge line. I've got a bowline with a Yosemite finish, and I've got a 3mm prusik tied onto the 6mm tactical rappel cord. I've got a blocking knot, which is important with a braking device, especially when I am doing what I'm not supposed to be doing according to the manufacturer of the gri-gri, which is utilizing an 8mm rope in a device that's rated for 8.9. But again, I think everything has its own application. I'm using the I think it's the Shaker 1 stick right now, stick/platform from Out on a Limb Manufacturing in a 3-step aider. Got some super extra long am steel that's connecting onto the onto a throw ball to be able to throw it around the tree. I'm borrowing it from the buddy. I don't necessarily like that setup. I can actually reach around. I don't have a tether line. I've just got a full-length rappel line. What I do for a lineman belt is I take enough slack out of this, I clove hitch it onto a carabiner. I then take the back end of that clove hitch, wrap it around the tree. The back end of that comes in and clove hitches into this as a lineman's belt. It's a little funky. My first time trying it out. I'm still going to work on the system a little bit more. I'll get that set up and show you what it looks like. All right, so utilizing that full-length rappel cord, you can see the tail, the rest of it going down, wraps around the tree down there and back to the stack that I have. So from the ground, from the tail end, it comes up into clove hitch number 1 on a locked carabiner on my lineman loop, goes around the tree into clove hitch number 2 on a locked carabiner on my lineman loop. The back end of that part of the system then goes up all the way, there's the rest of that slack, into my backup knot, which is on my device. You can kind of see right now I'm not weighting that device. If I wanted to weight the device and take the weight off the lineman belt, I would then pull the slack out of that system, hold it, weight it, and lineman belt is loose. And now I'm totally on my what would be a tether, but on my full-length rappel line. I'm ready to go up, ready to go down, whatever I decide that I need to do from here. All right, going down is fairly simple. All I had to do was undo my coil there, drop my 2mm rope, which goes down onto the ground. I will then undo my backup knot here, and then I'll just lower down off of my device, off of my gri-gri. I might adjust this a little bit more. I like to be a little bit closer to my carabiner while I'm descending. As I'm going down, I'll grab my platform/climbing stick and continue to rappel down from there. I've adjusted my bridge line to be a little bit closer, so now my face is directly in line with my carabiner. I can keep an eye on everything that's going on in the system. And then what I did with the rest of the cord is I just tied a little knot to prevent it from raveling all the way down to the stopper knot that I had, just in case the friction hitch slips. I've got a big mass of a knot right here stopping it from slipping all the way. Undo the stopper knot, maintaining control of the brake strand the entire way down. And then utilizing the lever to lower yourself while still maintaining control of the brake strand the entire time. Get to the platform before you let go of the brake strand to use both hands to grab your platform or a climbing stick. Tie a blocking knot in this device or in the rope so your device does not slip while you're hanging from here. The chances of that happening are highly unlikely, but why not take an extra second and tie a quick overhand on a bite to back up your device? Knot is tied, hands are free, and now I can work on removing my platform. Platform is freed. I've looped the bottom loop of the aider around the top step of the platform, so now I've got it wrapped around my shoulder here. I can undo my blocking knot and continue to lower down. Back safely on the ground. I'm going to remove the slack from the system and remove my device from the rope. And now all I need to do is grab this 2mm cord here, punch through the snow, And you can see up there, let me zoom in. You can see up there, I am over the crook of a tree, or a tree branch. So all I have to do is slowly, zoom out a little bit more for you. Start pulling it down. I get down to the carabiner. Unlock it. I take my 2 mil cord off. And rope is back on the ground. All I got to do now is coil the 2 mil rope, coil the rope, and walk out. Everything's all coiled up. I've got the platform around me. I've got my gloves and just the carabiners and the cord in my dump pouch here, and I'm ready to walk out. So my first impressions of the one sticking, because last season all I did was use the Lone Wolf hand climber as a platform and climbing method, utilizing the girth hitch around the tree and continuing to go up. But I really enjoy the one stick. I think when I get my own one stick slash platform, I will do a little bit different modifications. My friend's Amsteel cord is a little bit too long. I'm not a big fan of the way that connects onto it. It just seems not necessarily insecure, but I'm not used to it, so I would need to get a little bit more familiar with it. So with a little bit more practice, right, because that's what makes proficiency happen, is practice. So with a little bit more practice, I think that utilizing my rappel rope as both my tether and my lineman's belt with the one stick method might be the most efficient way that I can be able to climb. I think that I'm going to put a video out of how I actually climb once I get a little bit more practice with it. I don't want to just show you what it looks like for the first time, right? Because it looks sloppy. You're not going to want to try it if it looks sloppy. So once I get a little bit more practice with it, once the winter actually leaves and we don't just have random warm days, I will get out and do a little bit more of these practice sessions. And then I'll record it. I'll either try to get a cameraman to be able to then pan up, or I'll set the tripod up and bring another camera so you can see the up and down angles. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad I kept this one short. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it's helpful. If it is, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day.